So I do OnlyFans.
Video of you breastfeeding, was it you were just showing the video you recorded on your phone and then just kind of just snapped it up to snap with your phone?
I was basically showing a statement to normalize breastfeeding.
I can't even begin to describe the things that she did. I'm going to let her do it for you.
What other social media accounts do you have?
I have Twitter.
Okay, what's that one?
So I do OnlyFans.
Okay.
So I promote my
Okay.
OnlyFans and stuff on Twitter.
Okay.
And then for family, I have another separate Snapchat that's for family and friends. And then when my JFabby account got shut off, I was just like, okay, I'm not dealing with Snapchat with
That video of you breastfeeding, was it you were just showing the video you recorded on your phone and then just kind of just snapped it up to snap with your phone?
I was basically showing a statement to normalize breastfeeding.
And so that was the only video that you sent to Snap?
That's through Snapchat. That's the only thing that I sent through. Like I said, just to normalize breastfeeding because not recently, but then I got bashed on it, and which I think was really rude.
Okay.
And so I was just like, on Snap.
I breastfeed, so I can understand. Yeah. I can understand that. Yeah. So the reason why I'm here is because obviously the that Snapchat account was flagged.
Okay.
Okay, in reference to pretty much kind of like what you're telling me. You were snapping, sent that video. Is there any other videos?
No, that's the only one that really involves my child, just to show him. And yeah, I noticed that because they send out messages on Snapchat saying that this video was flagged, like it needs to be removed, this and that. And then a couple other times, I guess, like I said, promoting or whatever my OnlyFans at other times. This one individual who said he was actually a police officer said that he's going to get me banned and a bunch of other stuff. Created probably like 5 to 7 accounts and continuously tried adding me and banning me. And I found about like 4 of his accounts. Okay. And he just kept going and going and going and putting report to get me completely dismissed because I wouldn't give him free content. And I'm dealing with that case as we're speaking.
Okay. That had anything to do with the OnlyFans account or anything like that?
He, like you said, he tried getting referrals, like free stuff out of me, and he's just like, can you do this? Can you do that? And I told him no, like, stop talking to me, like, you're not paying me for anything, and all sorts of stuff. And he just kept reporting everything that I did.
Tell me about the videos that you were making.
Sometimes it would be a simple snap of like, oh, this person reported me, like, why? Like, it's stupid for them to do that. Yeah. I didn't involve any of my children. I don't want them, involved in that. No.
Now, just so you know, she was charging between $5 to $50 for these videos and images of her and her children. I know what you're thinking. What a dirty bitch. But keep watching. They're going to go into the house. Then they're going to interview the father of the children. At the end, I'll come back with the full story of everything that happened.
Okay. So Snap did flag your account, like I told you, for one specific video.
Okay.
Okay. And it is a video that sounds like your voice, and it's you and your son, a child. And so we have that information as well, that you promote, that you are whatever services they require, that you are able to send certain photos, certain pictures, and some services. Do you remember at all putting that on any of your accounts?
No. The only videos that I upload, like I said, is OnlyFans and then a Dropbox. But with the Dropbox, there was only solo acts and there was videos between me and my husband having sex.
Okay. So does your husband know that you have this videos that you're uploading, like showing your breasts, or you provide services to other men?
Yeah.
Okay. If I was to show that video to your husband, would he be able to recognize your voice in that video? Okay. So Natalie, I want to be honest with you, okay? I believe that that video is you,
Okay.
okay, and your son, okay? I do not want to involve them. I do not want to talk to them or put any, stress on them. I want you to just be honest with me. Was that something that you just did just because somebody was asking you to send it so you can give to you because you needed money, or what happened?
No, like I said, men have actually repeatedly, especially European men across states, have actually sent me videos of people since they found out that I'm a mom.
Right.
That, oh, would you do this with your son? And I would say absolutely not.
Okay. So how is that video that depicts you, your voice, and the frame of your child was uploaded to Snap?
Wearing a Spider-Man pajama top.
Or in a Spider-Man pajama top. And I do not want to get anybody else involved.
Wait, we just got those pajamas.
Okay. Does he have more than one spider top?
Matter of fact, he runs around butt naked.
Okay.
He doesn't like to wear
And
clothes.
I have friends of mine that have little boys and
Yeah.
they love to walk around naked.
Yeah.
I get it. But was there any point where something like that happened and you didn't mean to, or you just needed money because you are in need of money? Because there is this video that is pretty much a toddler, your Isaiah's age, and you having his being rubbed on the vagina. Do you remember that sometime in May? And listen, I don't want to get them involved. I don't want to talk to everybody in the house, Natalie, okay? If you're in need of money, I get it. But I just need to confirm that he's okay and that nothing else is happening to him.
There's nothing happening to my son.
Okay?
Nothing would ever happen to my sons.
Okay. So, do you remember that video?
No.
Okay. Would you allow me to see your phone?
Right now, it's dead, but yeah, I could charge it.
Okay, what kind of phone is it?
It's an iPhone.
It's an iPhone, okay. Would you allow me and my partner to look at it?
Yeah, once it's charged.
Okay. And Snap said, we're concerned that this child is being abused. Okay.
I mean, it makes sense
Okay.
for them to be concerned over a video like that.
Mm-hmm.
But also that Snapchat wasn't only controlled by me.
The what?
That Snapchat wasn't only controlled by me.
Okay, who controlled it?
I usually, there was another gentleman that had it because he wanted to claim to be like my manager on OnlyFans and stuff like that. And like I said, I have received videos from other people, even like a white girl sucking off this little boy who she said she claimed to babysit. And I said, and her name was Artemis something. And I literally said, like, I'm not interested. Like, I'm not into that stuff. She's like, oh, aren't you a mom? Like, boys and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, I'm not into things like that. I even got people who came from Telegram. This is another app that asked me if I do any mommy stuff and whatever. And I told them, no, I don't do that with my kids. I grew up sexually, assaulted.
Did you?
Yeah. I got raped by my cousin. I got molested and raped by my own stepfather and stuff like that. I would never.
Here?
No, that's my father.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. That's your father-in-law?
Yeah, I never put my kids through that.
Okay. So, you said that somebody else controlled that account.
Yeah.
Who is that person?
He was online. He was on Twitter.
Okay.
I knew him as Keno.
Okay.
K-E-N-O.
And how did he control that Snapchat account?
He controlled the Snapchat account. He logged in on a different device. I just know he's from Jamaica.
Okay. So that video that I'm telling you about was created and uploaded at this house.
Okay.
Because the information that we received from Snapchat tells us the IP address that is coming from, which when we did our investigation.
I got a battery. Can I get your phone and charge it for you?
Yeah.
And this is your phone. Who else has the password to this phone?
My husband.
Your husband? Okay. Does your husband have Snap?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he
Is that what's the name of that Snapchat account?
This is Nana Nasty.
Okay. All right. Real quick, what's your passcode on this phone?
1126.
Excuse me.
1126.
1126. Okay.
112614?
Okay.
Okay, so that video, even if that guy had access to your Snap, that video came from here and it was uploaded with the IP.
No, I mean some like regular Snapchats, not like a story being sent.
Yes. No,
You
it's
would
not.
see like my son run, like he runs around the house naked, but I tried getting the angles of just like my face and whatever. But those were just like regular Snapchats just to be sent out,
Okay.
not like purposely record this for that situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is this one video again where this small child is robbing the arena, and it came from this house from your Snap. Okay. He's wearing Spider-Man pajamas, and he depicts the frame of your son, and it looks like you. Again, if you don't remember or somebody threatened you because you had to do that video, I need to know that.
Okay, because I'm usually like my bedroom's right there. There's a TV right in front of us, and like I said, maybe something. I don't know, because my kids are always on top of me, breastfeeding. I mean, just hanging out with me and
Specifically
stuff like
Isaiah.
Yeah,
Because
he likes to lay on because I also breastfed him.
Okay.
So he's very attached.
Has Isaiah ever, as him being naked, ever went on top of you and started humping you, and you thought it was funny, and you videotaped it for no other reason than just like whatever?
I mean, I record myself all the time during Snapchat. And sometimes my son does lay on top of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Naked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind it because he's always naked.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was that one of those videos that by mistake you send it to Snap? Or
Probably I probably would send something like that, but it would be to somebody close and not like a regular stranger or anything like that. Like my husband, I'll send him Snapchats and whatnot. Like one time Dominic even like removed his diaper, and I'm just like little boy running around booty ass naked, and I would send it to my husband.
Okay. What's your nationality?
I'm Puerto Rican
Puerto Rican.
Salvadorian.
Okay. I'm Colombian.
My step.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Okay. So this video that I have, if I show it to you, would you be able to say, yeah, that was him, just being playing around, being dumb?
I mean, I would have to see the video first.
Okay, I can show it to you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Hang tight for a second.
Who takes care of your kiddos when you're at work? Your mom? Okay.
All right. Just waiting for it to load up. So when he goes on top of you and gets naked and acts silly like that, what do you tell him? Like joke around? He doesn't think anything's wrong with that?
He likes to lay on my side. Because like I said, I used to breastfeed. And he finds breastfeeding comforting. He'll still play with like my nipples or whatever, even just to go to sleep. But the other one, my 1-year-old, he's breastfeeding as well.
You do have some stuff that you promote, like services for like lactating videos like that?
Lactation. Yes.
Lactation.
Mhm.
Have you submitted any of those to whoever requires it?
I have. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna I can see that you dropped off your pizza. Oh no, this is his room? Okay. Where do you stay?
In the master bedroom.
Can I stay real quick?
It's a little bit messy, moving and all that stuff.
Okay. We'll keep that. Alright, so his room is here. All his clothes are packed.
No, not all the clothes are packed. The rest is in the garage. These are This is Isaiah's clothes. Those are Dominic's clothes, and then they're just like spread everywhere. They got underwear and a bunch of other stuff.
And did that relationship start off as a friendship, turn into a romantic relationship, or tell me about the relationship?
For about 2 to 3 weeks, we were talking first, get to know each other, then it started a romantic relationship.
Okay. And did that relationship become sexual?
After that, yeah.
Okay. And when did you get married?
Got married on October 13th, 2018.
Okay. And prior to getting married, had you had sexual relations with her? Okay. Is it a fair statement to say you've had sex with her multiple times? You've seen her naked? Okay. Are you from?
Sorry, you have to answer yes or no. It's just recording.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Are you familiar with her body?
Yes.
Okay. Does she have a belly button piercing?
Now she did. She did. Now she doesn't. But
Okay.
She did.
I guess for reference, when I'm asking, I'm going to be asking leading up to her arrest, what you know. So leading up to her arrest, did she have a belly button piercing?
Yes.
Okay. As far as you know, did she wear jewelry in her belly button?
Yes.
And you said you got married. Did you give her an engagement ring or a wedding ring?
Yes.
Did she wear that frequently?
Yes.
Okay. And as far as you know, did she wear that until she was arrested?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay.
40 plus hours.
Was it a consistent schedule, or what were your days like?
It was, at first, it was consistent, but then things got a little hectic, so it was very inconsistent.
Okay.
I don't know when my next day was off. And a lot of times on my days off, I still had to go in.
Okay. If you can remember, specifically in May of 2022, what did your daily life look like? Did you wake up and go to work? Tell me if there's any consistency what your days look like in May of 2022.
In 2022, it would be wake up, go to work, come home, usually eat, and then go to sleep to repeat.
Okay. Did she have a job?
I'm trying to remember when she got her job, because there was a time where she wasn't working. I think May of 2022 she wasn't working.
Okay. So was she spending time at home with the kids?
Yes.
Would she be alone with them?
Yes.
No, she was their mother, so did she spend a lot of time alone with the kids?
Yes.
And when you weren't working and you were home, what were you doing at home? Did you have any hobbies, or what were you spending your time doing?
Usually when I was home, like off of work, I'd be spending time with the kids. We'd go out, maybe to the park or something, do some shopping. That's about it.
Did you play video games?
Yes.
Okay. Where in your house would you play video games?
In the half of the garage was sectioned off into a room, made as an extra room. So.
And that was like your gaming room?
Yes.
As far as, I guess, the regular norm at the home, would you all spend time naked walking around with the children?
She would. I know my oldest in like clothes. As for me, the most would be like just shirtless.
Okay. All right. Now, how were you guys financially? Were you making a lot of money? Were you struggling? Tell me a little bit about that.
It was more leaning towards struggling.
Okay.
Because like I said, at the time, there was a time where I was the only one working. So only having one income doesn't really cover everything nowadays.
Okay. Creative and start selling videos on the internet.
Yes.
What kind of videos were those that you knew of?
The ones I knew of was just selling pictures and videos of herself. Masturbation, just regular pictures, things like that.
Did you guys ever start making sexual videos of you and her having sex or doing sexual activities?
Yes.
And those would be video recorded, and would she sell those as well?
Yes.
Okay. What about any videos with the animals? Were you aware of any of those?
I was not.
Okay. Did you become aware of those at some point after her arrest?
After the arrest. Yes.
Okay. But leading up to that, you weren't aware of her
No.
making any videos with the animals. Okay. Now, obviously, she's been arrested. I'm sure you've talked to her and you've heard of the allegations, so you've since become aware. But your testimony is that you had no idea that she was making actual videos with the kids.
No.
Okay. Was there ever any issues with her and infidelity with men on the internet?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Did you know she was filming herself breastfeeding the children?
No.
So whenever you would be home, did you ever witness anything go off in your head?
No.
You never saw her naked with the kids touching her?
I've seen, like I said, her and my oldest naked, but nothing like touching or anything that would be inappropriate.
That would cause you to
Raise an alarm.
Okay. Did she ever come to you with any issues with anyone online giving her a hard time about videos or asking her for certain videos that she didn't want to make?
Yes, she told me a couple times of people being like that or asking for specific things, and I would tell her not to do it.
What kind of things would she say?
I know one time they were asking for like bathroom stuff, so going to the bathroom and recording that. And I said, don't do that.
Okay. Did she ever come to you specifically about people asking her to take sexual videos with her children?
She did once, and I told her that's a big no,
Okay.
and she said okay and left it at that. As far as I'm aware.
Okay. What did she tell you in that conversation, if you remember?
It was someone wanted to see a video of her playing with Isaiah's private parts.
Okay. And when she approached you with that, is that what she told you? And did she say she was thinking about it? Give me as much detail as you can.
That she just came up to me with, this person wants that video. And I said no. She's like, well, I wasn't going to do it. I was just letting you know.
Okay. How would she exchange these videos? And when I ask the videos you're aware of, any sexual content, how would she sell them?
Only thing I was aware of was Snapchat, and I knew about the Dropbox.
All right. At this point, I'm going to show you some images. As I show you the images, I'm going to ask specific questions about them. I have each image, I'm going to put a number on the record, and that's just for me to be able to reference back to.
Okay.
And then I'll ask you the questions. And if the quality of the image is not good enough for you to be able to recognize anything, tell me that.
Okay.
And if you, we'll just go from there. So at this point, I'm going to show you what I have marked as record 2A from report dated 8/25/2022. Can you tell what's going on in that image?
That looks like our dog.
What kind of dog did you have?
She was a boxer pit bull mix.
Okay. What color was she?
Like a Brendo pattern, so like brown.
Okay. And did she live at your house here in Port St. Lucie with you?
Yes.
Okay. What else do you see in that picture?
And then the ring.
Okay. Is that, what ring is that?
That's the wedding ring, engagement ring.
Okay. So you purchased that ring for her?
Yes.
Okay. Anything in the background, do you recognize anything back there?
Well, that looks like the bed frame of our bed.
And is that of your house in Port St. Lucie?
Yes.
I'm going to show you record 2B with the same date of 8/25/2022. Do you recognize anyone in that photo or anything?
Yes. We got her tattoo, bracelet, and her belly piercing. I know that little buzz thing is something that the kids was playing with. It's like a playpen type thing.
Okay.
Like you fold it down, fold it up, he drove it all over.
It was something light that the children could
Yeah.
move? Okay. And you said you recognize that, and I guess you've known her for, you said 8 years.
Yes.
And you've seen her naked,
Yes.
where you're confident that's her body.
Yes.
And we can only see the back of his head and his back, but you're his father.
I know.
Okay. I'm showing you record 3 from 8/25/2022. Can you describe what you see in this image, please?
So once it's on the toilet, and then excuse me, that's a dog that she picked up on the side of the road and was trying to keep, but we didn't end up keeping it.
Did that dog that she picked up, was that when you were living at your house in Port St. Lucie?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recognize the background that she's on that toilet? Do you recognize that area? Or that room? And if you don't, that's okay too. If you can't tell me, I don't want you to force an answer.
No, it's one of the bathrooms. I just don't know which one.
How many bathrooms did you have?
2.
Okay. And when you say one of those bathrooms, are you referring to the house in Port St. Lucie that you lived in with the kids?
Yes.
Okay. I'll show you record 4 from the 8/25/2022 report. Now there's some things blurred out, but without looking at the blurred image, can you tell me what you see here?
Once again, it looks like
And is there a belly button ring in that picture?
yes.
Do you recognize where that photo was taken
That looks like the master bedroom.
of your house in Port St. Lucie?
Correct.
Okay. And what are you seeing that makes you think that that's where that is?
The walls in that room were like a light blue, and that looks like that light blue.
Okay. And are we looking through a door here? Is that a door to another room, or can you tell what that is?
It's hard to tell.
Okay. Do you know what this is over here? Is this a window, or are you not sure?
That looks like the window,
Okay.
but I'm also not sure because the way the room was set up, the window was here facing like the road, and the door was over here. They weren't that close, so
Okay.
I'm not really sure.
Gotcha. But the wall looks familiar
Yeah.
to you. Okay. And I know I'm just showing you stills, but if you were to see a video, you think that would possibly help you as far as being able to tell where they are.
Possibly.
Showing you record 6 from report generated 8/25/2022. Can you tell where that photo was taken? Do you recognize anything in the background?
That's our bed.
Okay. And is that the bed you had here in Port St. Lucie?
Yes.
And what's behind the bed? Is that a window?
That's the window.
Okay. And it had curtains on it?
Yes.
Showing you a still from record 7 from report generated August 25th, 2022. Do you know who that is?
That is me.
Okay. Do you know where you are?
I'm in the room, and that was me sleeping.
Is that your bed?
Yes.
Okay. What side did you always sleep on the same side of the bed?
Yes.
What side of the bed did you sleep on?
If you came into the room, the right side, I guess.
So if I'm staring at the bed and you were to get in the bed, would you get on the left
The
or the right?
closest, so.
Are the beds facing?
Yeah, so the bed is this way. Here comes the door. I would be the one closest to the door.
Okay, understood. And how do you know that that's your bed in your room?
I recognize that blanket. I recognize the walls and the pillow.
Okay. And that was in the house here in Port St. Lucie?
Yes.
I'm going to show record 9 from 8/25/2022. What do you see in this photo?
And it looks like she's playing with herself.
Anything in the background?
Yes.
What do you recognize in the background?
Recognize that door leading to the bathroom, the master bathroom. And then that's the end of the bed. That's the bed frame. And then that's the TV that was in the room.
Okay, so was the bed frame elevated at the bottom of the bed and the top?
The top was higher, but the bottom was like, it was elevated, just not as high as
Okay.
the head.
And when you say that was your room here in Port St. Lucie?
Yes.
Showing you record 10 from report 8/25/2022. You can see her face here, so you recognize her face as well as her body?
Yes.
Okay. This is a still from record 11, 8/25/2022. What do you see in this photo?
Breastfeeding again while she's naked playing with herself.
I'm going to show record 12 from 8/25/2022. Who do you see in this image? In this photo?
Yes.
Is that a necklace that he would wear a lot?
No.
No. Have you seen him wear it before?
Yes.
Okay.
That used to be my necklace, but one of the links broke. And I believe she fixed it, but it was too short for my neck. So she gave it to him.
Okay. This photo.
Yes,
Is that the same ring you purchased for her as an engagement or wedding ring?
it is.
Record 13 from report 8/25/2022. Can you recognize anyone in that photo? If you can't, I understand.
No, that's not sure. I have an idea of what's going on, but I can't pick out who anyone is.
Okay. Can you see a face, or is it hard to even make out anything?
I see a face, but it's hard to
Okay.
discern who that is.
Okay. Thank you. Record 14 from 8/25/2022. Can you tell who or what that is?
The previous picture with the necklace, the chain on his neck.
Does that look like the same necklace that he was
Yes.
wearing? And the same necklace that was once yours?
Yes.
Record 15 from report 8/25/22. What do you see? What do you recognize here?
I see the bed.
Okay. And you said the bed, the same bed in your house in Port St. Lucie?
Yes.
And do you recognize the walls?
Yes.
Do you recognize those walls to be the ones from Port St. Lucie?
Yes.
I do have a few more. I apologize. I'm sure this isn't fun. All right. So for the record, I am showing you this is record 1 from report generated August 31st, 2022. Do you recognize anyone in that photo?
Bottom part of her face, like her mouth. That's
And I guess we didn't talk about her physical features, but is there something about her face or her mouth that stands out to you?
well, I know not specifically her mouth, but and it's like both under and in front of her chin.
Okay. How would you describe her lips? Would you describe it as small, medium, large?
I'd say medium to large.
Okay. But are they lips that you would recognize?
I would.
Okay. Yeah, this is record 2 from report August 31st, 2022. What do you see in this photo?
The bed and the TV, and it looks like he's taking off his clothes.
Okay. And in your bedroom, you mentioned the TV, and you're talking about your bedroom in Port St. Lucie?
Yes.
This one has kind of poor quality, but I'll ask anyways. This is record 3 from report August 31st, 2022. Do you recognize anyone or anything in that? Can you tell where they are?
Not really.
Record 4A from report generated August 31st, 2022. What can you tell me about this photo?
Yeah, that looks like the same room here in Port St. Lucie.
Did you have a fan in that room in Port St. Lucie on the ceiling?
Yes.
Okay. Here's 4B from report August 31st, 2022. What or who do you recognize in that photo? Do you recognize where she is or anything in the background?
It looks like the same room in Port St. Lucie.
Record 5 from report August 31st, 2022. Do you recognize anything in this photo?
I recognize her ring.
Same ring you bought for her.
Yes.
Record 6 from August 31st, 2022. What do you recognize in that photo?
I recognize.
As her stomach.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell where that photo is?
That also looks like the same room in Port St. Lucie.
And what about it looks like that room?
The bed and the TV.
Record 8A from August 31st, 2022. What's going on in this picture?
So that's me walking from what would be the bathroom to the door of the room. And that. And that. Yeah, that. The bed.
And this was your home in Port St. Lucie?
Yes.
Have you ever seen this before? This photo or this video? Or this photo? Have you seen this photo before?
No.
Okay. Had you ever seen a video of you walking by with the kid on the bed like that?
No.
Has a video, I guess, been described to you with you
It's
in the background?
it's been described. I just never physically saw it.
Okay. So until after you know this existed?
No.
Okay. Record 8B from report August 31st, 2022. What are we looking at?
I see that's the same room in Port St. Lucie. Can tell by the bed, the TV, and the bathroom, and that naked on the bed.
Record 9 from report August 31st, 2022. Do you know who that is?
That.
Record 10, report August 31st, 2022. What are we looking at here?
His car seat, and I recognize that car by the red leather interior.
What car was it?
It was my Kia K5.
Okay. Did you normally drive that car?
Yes.
And you would drive that, you said he's in his car seat, so you would drive that with the kids?
Yes.
Do you recognize anything else in the photo?
On her finger.
Did she ever sit in the back seat with the kids in the car when you would drive?
No.
If you had someone else in the passenger seat, would she sit in the back seat?
I mean, with 2 car seats in the back, it's kind of hard to fit someone else back there. So typically, no one would be in the back. As far as I'm aware.
Okay. Record 11 from report August 31st, 2022. Do you know who that is? Recognize anything in the background?
That looks like the same bed and room in Port St. Lucie.
Okay.
You can tell by the comforter and the foot of the bed.
That comforter we're looking at, that was a comforter you had in your room?
Yes.
Record 12, report August 31st, 2022. Describe this one, please.
The bed in our room in Port St. Lucie.
Is that the same necklace we saw in previous photos?
Yes.
And that's the necklace you described that was once yours?
Yes.
Okay. Record 13 from report August 31st, 2022. What, if anything, can you tell me that you see here?
You can tell by, she also had, was that like her ring and then her bracelet.
And do you recognize her lips?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell where that is?
It looks like the room, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Record 14 from report August 31st, 2022. Can you tell who is in this photo? Okay. Where? Will you point to where you're?
With the light blue shirt But
Okay.
from this angle, it's kind of hard to tell.
Okay. Thank you. If you manipulate the photo or move it to different angles, does that make a difference to you or not? If not, that's okay.
Not really.
Okay. 15 from report August 31st, 2022. What do you see in this photo?
They're wearing the same chain. Her belly piercing, her stomach, and what looks like having sex.
Okay. Do you recognize her stomach as, did she have stretch marks or anything?
Yes.
Okay. Record 16 from report August 31st, 2022. Tell me what you see here.
Necklace in that same room in Port St. Lucie. By the bed, once again, the TV and the door leading to the master bathroom.
And this is record 17 from report August 31st, 2022. Can you tell anything about that photo? Is there anything in that photo that you recognize?
Only thing I recognize is the chain.
So that's the end of the case. I've got the full police report. Let me read it out to you. It's so depraved. So, July the 8th, 2022, Port St. Lucie Police Department received a report from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. This is also known as the NCMEC. I'm just going to read the full report out to you. Now, this organization operates a cyber tip line. It receives reports about suspected children exploiting material found online. So the NCMEC report revealed that on May the 10th, 2022, so just before the bodycam footage you just saw, an image was uploaded to Snapchat that appeared to show child essay material. So then, because of that, Snapchat's automated systems flagged this content and immediately reported it to the authorities, providing crucial information about the account holder, Natalie Wagner. The account was linked to a specific email address and IP address, which would become key pieces of evidence in this investigation. Now, Detective Insuasti took the lead on this case. He began the process of tracking down the source of all this material using the IP address provided by Snapchat. Investigators traced it back to a Comcast internet connection registered to an address in Port St. Lucie. This is where the investigation took a more focused turn, as they now had a physical location to investigate. But this wasn't the only tip that came in. There was also a second tip, indicating possible immediate risk to a child. Now, this report came from an anonymous member of the public who had been, in their own words, trolling chicks selling nudes online. In other words, someone who had a fetish for these kind of images found this woman and told the police, and what they discovered was far more sinister. This anonymous person reported that the suspect, Natalie, had sent them a list of available services, one of which involved SA with a toddler. So this tipster was so disturbed by this, for someone as disgusting as him, he's like, nah, that's way too far. He went and told the police. So once the police found out who it was, they went through Natalie's social media, and her date of birth matched information provided by Snapchat, and her social media profiles showed images of young children who appeared to match the ages of victims described in all the tips. So on August 11th, 2022, multiple detectives executed a search warrant for Natalie's home. During this search, they made contact with Natalie herself. That's the bodycam footage I showed you in the beginning. They saw her young children, and Natalie initially denied creating any illegal material. She claimed someone had sent the video to her, and at some point suggested she had been hacked by someone in Jamaica or something of that nature. However, the investigators noted that the voice in all the videos matched her voice. The search warrant executed yielded crucial evidence, including Natalie's personal phone and other electronic devices. These were seized and sent for forensic analysis. Additionally, investigators observed that the 3-year-old child was wearing clothes similar to what they saw in the illegal videos, and his physical appearance matched that of the child victim in the material. So, the children were removed and sent to the Department of Children and Families. A no-contact order was placed on both parents pending the criminal investigation. The children were placed with their grandmother for their safety and protection. The case then took another significant turn when the detective obtained a second search warrant, this time for Natalie's Snapchat account itself. This digital search allowed investigators to access the full content of Natalie's Snapchat data. You know how much data they had? 25 gigabytes. That is a lot. And what they found was deeply disturbing. The forensic analysis revealed at least 15 separate videos containing SA. These videos showed Natalie engaging in various forms of acts, most of which too disturbing to describe in detail. And these videos were created between April and May 2022. They were uploaded to Snapchat and then distributed on other platforms. The investigation also revealed Natalie's husband was present during at least one of these incidents. Video evidence showed him in the room while the essay was occurring, leading to additional charges against him for failing to protect the children and contributing to their delinquency. So, Natalie was then charged with multiple serious felonies, including SA on a child, possession and transmission of child P, lewd and lascivious exhibition, and promoting SA performances by a child. Her husband faced charges including contributing to this delinquency. So then, as you saw, they were both eventually arrested. Natalie was sentenced to 800 years in prison. Yes, 800 years. Her husband, I couldn't find anything that happened to him. I don't know what happened in his case. So why don't you comment, tell me what you think.